Well, here in South Mississippi, people like to stay ahead of the fashion curve, and that goes with decorating your home, right? Debbie Batia here with Batia Interiors.
That's it, yeah.
Tell us about, so how have you been?
Been great. You know, we're getting in lots of new things, and lots of people are ready to freshen their homes and get an updated look or a fresh new look, and we're just here when they need us.
Yeah, so that's the thing is I know every time I go to friends' houses, there's always something new that I'm seeing, and I'm beginning to catch on to the fact that if I don't stay ahead of the curve, I'll get pretty far behind it.
Yeah, you don't have to spend a lot of money to stay updated either. You know, just a new lamp, maybe some new throw pillows, a new rug, change a color in a room. I mean, all of those things can make a huge difference in how your home looks.
So tell us, whenever somebody walks through the door, what are the kind of questions they're asking when it comes to that refreshing their look at home?
They want to know how they can best do it in a budget, and how can we help them do that, which is what we do. I mean, that's our mainstay, is our design work and helping clients get what they want, spend what they want to spend, and make sure everything is done right.
And whenever you start looking at how to make those subtle changes that make a big difference, what are some of the first things you look at?
Usually I'll go to their home, or they bring pictures or send me pictures and ask, what can we do to make this look, you know, better, or what do you suggest? And 9 times out of 10 I'll go to the home and just take pictures myself, give them suggestions. We decide on a way to go, procedure, how we're going to go forward, and then we just evolves from there.
Sure. Well, let's take a look at what you have. Now, listen, this will air at multiple times throughout the year. So what you see in here now might not be what you see in here later.
Yeah.
That means if you like something, come in and get it now.
Yes, right.
But if you're out of something, you can get it again.
Oh,
right?
yeah, absolutely. I mean, some of our best sellers that are gift items, I'm continually ordering. So, you know, they're really wonderful gifts at great prices, and they're unique, so people love it.
I love these wine glasses behind you.
Yeah.
These are fantastic.
Those are hand-painted, very, very great, good gifts for a wedding or an anniversary or a housewarming or whatever, and there's no two alike because they're hand-painted, so they're great gifts.
Now, is this something that, if it's hand-painted, is it finished on the outside? You can hand wash them?
No dishwashing, just hand washing.
Gotcha.
Dishwashing I would not do, but hand washing is fine, and that's the way you do most fine glassware anyway. You wouldn't stick it in the dishwasher.
You mentioned lamps. Listen, I know the purpose for ceiling lighting, for can lighting. I understand the chandeliers are there for a purpose, but I like to have lamps in the house.
We don't like overhead lighting. Right. Designers like lamps or either subdued overhead lighting, with lamps being the main source of the light, and then ambient lighting from your overhead lighting. So you make sure you always have a dimmer on your light switches.
Sure.
Anytime I'm doing a house renovation or new home or whatever, we always make sure to tell the electrician to put dimmers on every switch.
Absolutely. All right, what else do we have here? We have right here behind us, we have you got a lot of tables in right now.
We do.
This is a lot more than you've had in the past.
Yeah, we've gotten in lots of new beautiful tables, the accent tables, coffee table. One of our best sellers is this table right here, which you can pull up to a chair, a sofa, or sit it next to a chair or sofa, but it's fabulous because you can do your laptop on there. You can have TV dinner, have drinks, wine if you have a lot of guests over. I have clients that buy multiples of these tables just to have them when they have company over. They can pull it up.
Yeah, I wouldn't have even thought about putting a laptop on there, but I like to sit on the couch and use the laptop, so this is perfect
for that, absolutely. And then we have a lot of pretty, you know, other accent pieces that we've gotten in. That's kind of a mainstay for us, for people to pick up and go with. You know, they can come in and pick up something like that and take it home. And we do let people try things on approval. That's a big plus. They can take it home, try it, rugs, whatever, happens all the time, lamps. And then see it in their home.
Just to make sure it fits in the space.
Exactly, yeah.
Make sure it goes with everything else.
And not many stores do approvals anymore.
There you go.
And we've always done them, and we still do.
Well, you're locally owned, you know, family owned. You've been here for how long?
It'll be 78 years in November.
78
My family has had, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Merkiston Hall Galleries, and now the Batia Interiors. I've been in it by myself for 20 years. It'll be this year with Katrina. That's when I started over. My mother retired, so. Yeah,
you've been at it for a while.
I've been doing it 49 years.
You know what you're doing.
Yes.
You've been doing it for 49 years. You started
myself.
You started when you were 5.
Yeah, right.
Right.
Thank you.
Take a look at this. We also have, for all of those sports fans out there, again, these pieces are timeless, right? You don't have to. If you're an Ole Miss fan or an LSU fan or a State fan, you're a fan of those teams year round.
I've got the gifts. I've got jewelry. I've got these wonderful new little canvas heads that we've gotten in that are great gifts for someone, especially someone going to one of the universities. What a great graduation gift, you know, that you can give them a little happy when they're graduating from high school and going to college.
Or you have those folks maybe for a housewarming gift who
Yeah.
graduated from state or graduated from Ole Miss, and you know that they're still going to games and they're still supporting the school, even from an alumni point of view. These are great gifts for that as well.
They are. They're wonderful.
Here,
and I love those. The Mississippi, these are porcelain or ceramic with the gold trim on it. That is a wonderful gift for someone.
This is even better for those folks who maybe lived here at one point and moved away.
That's right.
And this is like that sort of reminder of home for sure. These are nice.
Yeah, they love those.
What about the books that we have here? This is also new from the last time I was here.
Yeah, we represent Kim Murphy, who's a very well-known artist and a photographer here on the Gulf Coast, and we have his newest books that we're have in the store for customers that want a beautiful coffee table book or just want collect his books. The Local Spirit is a cool one. That features bars in New Orleans.
Oh, wow.
He told me weeks and months over there. He had another friend or buddy and did all the photography, went to every bar and hang out that you can think of in New Orleans that's in the quarter or famous or not famous, and they're in there.
Right.
So it's a cool book. And then he's got, of course, new issues or new printings of his My South Coast Home, which he does, like that one says Revisited. He goes in and redoes, the books.
A lot of the gifts in here, they're very specific to what we do and what we like here in South Mississippi. You know what these are also great for? If you own an Airbnb.
Correct.
Because I go to Airbnbs frequently. That's what whenever I go out of town, that's what I use now. And I love to see coffee table books that have kind of what you're already going to see here in the coast.
Absolutely.
So it kind of lets you in on that.
It gives you a great pre-look at what you're going to be seeing too.
So if folks want you to come in, do they need to give you any kind of a window or time frame? Do they come in and set up a consultation? How do they do that?
I usually set up by appointments with clients if they want me to meet with them. It's always by appointment. I mean, they can pop in, and if I'm here, I'm glad to talk with them. But if they want me to devote time, usually we do an appointment. But I do not mind anyone popping in and asking when we can do an appointment. That sounds great to me.
Looks like you have some rugs back here as well.
We do.
You mentioned having them checking them out and taking them home to see if they fit.
Right.
You have many options here.
Absolutely, and we've gotten in a lot of freight today, so that's right here. But we've gotten all these beautiful rug samples and fabric samples, of course, and they can take things home on approval, wallpaper. I have everything that you possibly need for a home or an office.
Perfect. All right, listen, if you're looking to freshen up your living space, I'm glad you said office. I hadn't even thought about that. If you have a large office space and you want to freshen that up, if you have clients coming in and you want that to look, you want it to present the way you want it to look here, because we're in the South, you're running business, you want to stay ahead of the game, you want to stay ahead of the curve. Definitely give Miss Debbie here at Batia Interiors a call. She can set you up. You can take it home, take it to the office, make sure it fits. You see that number at the bottom of your screen, you see the website, give them a call. She'll be able to get you taken care of and have you fashion forward as we head into whatever season we're in.
Absolutely.
Awesome. Thanks, Miss Debbie.
Thank you.